Kyle's hiding over there. Welcome, sports fans. We're about a minute from starting. We got Shakopee JV against, I believe, Apple Valley, Burnsville. Shakopee is skating a little short-handed. Got injured players here today. Brody Hammerson's one of those guys. We're on the bench. All right, Shakopee sports fans, we are here for another great JV game. Should have an announcer coming soon. Until then, you get the video, guy. Let's see who Shakopee puts in goal. Doesn't look like JJ today. Nope. Shakopee wearing the all white jerseys with the white socks, white helmets. The Firehawks wearing all black. Here we go. Now he on face up. Looks like he's with Hurst. Hurst. Oh, quick whistle on our offsides. Nice job, Shakopee on the burst. Outside wings, Anderson. Back up to Hurst again. Kisak dumps it in. Shakopee gets his own. Wings it around. Hurst on the chase. Nelson helps keep it in. Firehawk breakout. Thrown back in by Shakopee. Setting up in zone. Firehawks take zone, first shot. Breakout. Shakopee sets up. In the zone. Kisak wide right. Shakopee cycle down. Shakopee knocked down deep. McKinney in. Drops out to the D. D cycles low. Fired around outside the zone. No ice. Shakopee regroups. Long stretch pass. No. Younger growing zone. Pressure down deep. Face off in the offensive zone for Shakopee. Anderson at the draw. Looks like he got younger. And now he shot on goal. Shakopee setting up in the offensive zone. Shot on goal. Super hard to do both.
I can do the camera. You do the. No. I don't want to. I don't want to do the.
As long as you just give general stuff, right?
All right, looks like we got Yeiserman on the draw here. Tries to get over to Husey. Gets it back to Hensley, spins around, loses it. Krisak has it, cycles around. Husey gets back, gets off, back on sides. Krisak comes in. Hurst dumps it down low. Hughes is out there, chops it out, gets it out over to Yeiserman with a shot from. Oh, Husey tries to get it out, but nobody there. Burnsville bringing it out through the neutral zone and runs into Krisak, which is a problem. Now we got Hurst coming and takes a shot, misses off the mark, slides it over. Hurst is out in front, so with Hughes. Yeiserman's over there, puts pressure on backside of the net. Apple Valley Burnsville trying to get it out of their zone. They're really struggling here. We got McKinney that gets it, comes in, slides it over to Yeiserman. Nice little move. Gets over, get a couple new skaters coming in. McKinney coming down, getting it. Big check. He's got a buddy there. Get it. Slides it over right in front. Nobody home. Good look, though. McKinney over there. Put the check into the corner. It will help out. Oh, chips it up out of the zone. Krisak after it, and he has it safely. Looks like we're going to get some other black shirts out there. That was a long zone for them. Oh, didn't start the time. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. Anderson with the shot on net, goes up in the netting. We're going to get a pause in the action. All right, now I'm able to reset. Looks like Shakopee's had 3 shots on net, and we got 0 here for Apple Valley. Burnsville lost the draw. Sliding over. Oh, gets it out. Here we go. They're on offense. Shot on net. They got 1 finally. Was easily taken care of. Out of the zone. Looks like Shakopee's doing a good job, outskating these boys here to start. Need a couple more shots on goal here. Apple Valley trying to charge. They can't get through. Coming here, we got Young coming through the zone. Oh, he's going to take, nope, loses the puck. Gets back. Dornbos is back, grabs the puck. Slides it around. We got Hurst coming back. Dornbos coming down, coming through, brings it to the center, takes a shot, misses. Still has it, controlling the puck. Slides it down to Hurst. Hurst is getting double teamed. Hughes is out there throwing his weight around. Causing trouble. Hurst is there to help out. Gets the puck, slides it back down on the backside. Oh, Hurst just missed on a huge check. Nelly comes over to help out. Dornbach keeps it in. Slides it on the backside. Hurst is coming back over the corner. On the man. Oh, gets it out. And a shot. Nice shot. What is that? Oh, that was Nelson on the backside. Anderson's there trying to get it. Loses it. Slides it out. Burnsville finally, Burnsville finally gets it out of the zone, but does not get it through the neutral zone. Now they do by icing the puck. A little pause in the action. Well, this has definitely been a one-sided event here to start. White shirts on top, 6 shots to 1. We're here at 8:35 here in the first period. And Yzerman on the draw. McKinney and Hughes wins it, gets it back, drops it over. Oh, Krisak there to keep it in. Slides it over to Yzerman. Yzerman puts a shot, goes through. McKinney has it over in the corner, tries to get it out. Another shot by Yzerman. Misses, deflected. Here we go. We got trying to get it through. They cannot get it into their own zone here. Well, now they might. I should stop talking. Oh, they finally do. There we go. We got Hensley. Looks like he's going to come through. I would be surprised if he doesn't shoot it. Oh, nice shot on net. Slides it back over. Hughes grabs the puck, keeps it in over the head of McKinney. Oh, nice pass. Missed shot. Oh, and then we do get a shot there. Pause the action. Sorry, I forgot to do the time. We got Anderson on the draw with Nelson and Young. Young has the puck, slides around, backhand, shot, stopped on the goalie. Anderson on the draw. Young gets it back over to Nelson. Nelson's trying to slide it back over to Hensley. Hensley makes a move, wants to take a shot, gets it over right in front. Oh, Anderson just misses it, boxes him out. Nelson's there to try to help out. Burnsville gets it out into the neutral zone and can't get it into their zone. White is just putting on all kinds of pressure here today. A clinic. Here we go. Here they're trying to get it through. They finally do, but lose possession. Shakopee has it. Slides it over. Great breakout. Coming over to Nelson. Gets it over to Young. Chips it in. Loses possession. But Hughes then gets it. Slides it back over to Donbass. Slides it in. Chips it in. We're going to get a couple new white and black shirts here. Hughes is trying to chase it. Loses it. Oh, good shot on net by Husey. He's coming off a real nice goal in the last game. Only Shakopee player to put it in the net last week. Well, not last week, 2 days ago. Yzerman gets it out, wins the draw, shot on net, just off. Dornbos gets it, shot just wide. Oh, Gilbert takes a shot, looks like it went off the cage of Apple Valley Burnsville. They are definitely struggling getting it out of the zone. That's a bad check. Looks like it's okay. Dornbos, whoa, toe drag, and then gets leveled by Rob. Gets back on his feet, coming back. Best shot they've had all day. Shakopee gets it. That looks like McKinney gets it out over to Dornbos. Chips it out, gets it through the neutral zone. This player might recently have been added. I don't see a name on his the back. Oh, trying to slide it over. McKinney gets over to Nelson, sliding it in, slides it over. Good chip. Anderson just missed the mark. Oh, you got able to keep it in. Hensley gets it to McKinney right out in front. Oh, almost put it in. Good move. Just couldn't deliver. McKinney just slides, misses it. Hensley gets it, chips it over in. Stopped by one of their defenders. Oh, McKinney has it over the corner, trying to slide it over to Anderson. Misses it. Chips it out. And looks like we're going to get a couple new black shirts. Shakopee on the drive, trying to get it out. We got a couple new players coming in. Looks like Young sliding into the zone, chips it out, hits the zebra, traps it back out. You got, is that Avery in that today? I don't know. Is that Avery? No? Oh, Husey puts a check there. Gets it back. Hensley chips it back over. Hughes chips it over to McKinney. Oh, no, that's the Iceman. Slides over with the shot. Oh, 2-on-1, just misses it. The Iceman has it, gets it back over to Chris Sack. Shot on net. Chipped in almost. Iceman with the second. No! Chips it in. Oh, wow. What a flurry of shots. 15 shots to 2. Wow. I know. Goalie's playing one heck of a game. Here we go. Anderson on the draw, gets it back, shot on net, chips it out, slides it back down, all the way, chipped off, waving off, icing. Now we got a professional here. All right, Shakopee now picks up, breaking out his own long pass just out of the reach of Jackson Hurst, who hustles down. Wins the battle, gets control. He's got one man on him. Nelson circles back around, picks up the puck. Bodied by Anderson. And Dornbos loses control of the puck there, keeping it in. Apple Valley fancy stick work. Oh! Muehlberg almost taps it back into the goal as he was trying to give it to his goaltender to freeze the puck. And we'll have a face-off. Welcome to Ring 2. Face off by Yzerman. Long pass up to Krissick. Krissick dances around one guy. Gets a shot. Top shelf score. Great effort and great play design right off the face off. Shakopee now takes a 1-0 lead. Krissick one-handedly danced right around the defenseman, pulls the goalie to the left, and goes top side against the grain. Defensive pairing out there is Krissick and Hensley. Centering is Yzerman with Hughes and McKinney. Misplay by the goaltender there behind the net, and Apple Valley sends it around to Cycle. Hughes picks it up off the boards as Hensley now regroups. Cross-ice pass all the way up to Anderson, or Yzerman. Hughes mishandles the puck at the blue line, and Yzerman sends it back into Hughes, who looks like he might have took a shot in an area that's a little sensitive, but McKinney over. Loses it to Krissick. Krissick stuffs it home. The goalie quickly reacts and holds it. We have McKinney's dad here running the camera, yelling at him to shoot the puck. Now out there as we have Nelson centering Young and Anderson. Shot on net, blocked by Apple Valley. Picked up again by Anderson, slid over to Nelson. Nelson just misses short side. Anderson backs down. Cycles around, all the way around, and Krissick keeps it in. Young picks it up off the sideboards. Quick shot, release, blocked, picked up behind the net by Nelson. Anderson goes to help here, cycles all the way down. Young picks it up behind the net, cycles it back around, and Apple Valley dumps it. Krissick picks it up on the sideboards. Nelson across ice, over to Hensley, who's wide open, and slides it in. I don't know if that puck even come off the ice, and beats the goalie far side down low. Great play and heads up there, really for Krissick keeping the puck in, chips it over to Nelson, and Nelson's able to find Hensley across the middle of the ice, who was wide open all by himself, has time to get his head up and make a great shot.
2-0. 1:50 left in the first period. And Hughes is kind of tackled up a little bit and dumps it in. Now Dornbos trying to make a play up to his wingers. Hughes brings his own, dumps it all the way down. Jacksonhurst is going to pick it up on the sideboards. He's got one man on him. He's got a little support there. Cycles it back to Yzerman. Yzerman looking out front to Hughes. Hughes gets a puck on it. Not enough to get it past the goaltender. And he almost had 2 opportunities in that little space there as Apple Valley will send it all the way down. Is this Apple Valley Burnsville? Is that they go by? The what?
Firehawks.
The Firehawks, okay. Face off down in Shakopee's offensive zone here with Hughes, Hurst, and Yzerman still out. Hurst down on the sideboards, battling with one man, trying to get around. Good step up by Yulberg to keep the play alive. Yzerman tries to stuff it back down, gets hit by a defender. Now Apple Valley comes to break it out. He's got 2 guys on him, and they're able to chip it in. And now Shakopee dumps it back to regroup, and now McKinney's going to attack. He'll be the first guy on with Hughes. Hughes puts a body on a guy, tries to get up to his point, and now Apple Valley now breaks out. Apple Valley goes around Dornbos, puts it through his legs, but he's able to stay with his man, cycle back down low. D to D behind the net, and now breakout right up to the point. Hughes kind of left his spot, thinking Hubert thinking he would be right there, but we'll get an icing call. 19 seconds left, and we'll have a face-off in the Shakopee zone.
You got another point?
Yeah.
No reaction.
No. All right. That ball keeps it in. Shot on net. And cross-ice pass all the way up to Young here. Brings it in wide. Dances around. He's got Nelson with him. Picks up a rebound. Shot on. And the goalie covers it up. Their goalie. Shakopee pulling their goalie, 1.5 seconds left. They're going to look for 6 guys to put the puck towards the net. And now everyone's set up here. Quick right on net after 1 second. They win the face-off. Great play design. And Hurst taps it in after the horn goes. I think that would have worked with 3 seconds. And now we'll go for an intermission break here. To begin as ref is here waiting for the teams to come out to start the second period. All right, we have Just update, we got Jonathan Asmus playing goalie tonight, or this afternoon here in this matinee game. Shakopee with the face-off win. Hurst drives it down wide along the boards. His man takes him out of the play, and now Apple Valley regroups. Cross-ice pass. D to D to regroup quick. Chip off the glass. Anderson has control of it. Now he's looking to regroup again. D to D across with Krisick. Krisick's going to bring it all the way around the net, and quick break-up pass in the opposite direction. And Anderson's got space. He's probably going to skate it in all the way. And quick shot on net, deflected into the netting. Both teams will get a line change in. Face off here with Hughes and Yzerman on wings. And McKinney's out there as well. So we got McKinney, Yzerman, and Hughes. On defense, Hensley and Krisick. Shot on net and covered up. And we'll have a face-off. All right, Yzerman to take the face-off. Hughes on the right wing with McKinney on the left, and little fake out there from the Sabres of kind of change up their look here of who's flying on their face-off draws. Quick shot on net, blocker save. Hughes picks it up. Out to the point for Apple Valley. Apple Valley's covering up here. They D to D across the blue line. Clear shot and smothered there by Asmus, who freezes the puck and go get a face-off in a line change. Coming out now, Yulberg and Dornbos on point, and we'll have Nelson centering Anderson and Young. Or now Anderson's going to take the draw, looking to win back to Yulberg. Wins back to Young here. Yulberg hard off the boards. Defense is able to keep it in. Chip down low, goes wide. Dornbos picks it up. Nelson now trails, and Shakopee breaks out. 3-on-3 coming into the zone here. One trailer, shot on net, rebound. It was a juicy one that was right there, just out of the reach of Nelson. They're going to get an interference call here on this for Dornbos. No, that's going to be on Yulberg. I think. I don't know who they're calling. Oh, now Dornbos is going to the net, or going to the box. So those that are watching, right? So as soon as that puck gets around the guy, you got about 2 second window, and then you got to release and go play the puck. So Shakopee killing here with Anderson and Nelson, and Krisick and Yulberg out on the point. Apple Valley regroups in the neutral zone on the power play here. Chip off with Anderson. Anderson chasing now. Apple Valley gains the zone and has control of the puck here behind the net. They go up to the point. No one's home to keep it in, and now Apple Valley will go and regroup. Anderson goes for a shift here as Yzerman steps off, cross ice to the D-to-D regroup. Chip it up right off of Yulberg's head, and Apple Valley gains the zone. Weak shot on net, doesn't make it there. Krisick chips it over, and it's out of the zone. Now Nelson's going to go for a line change as Hughes steps out. Apple Valley sitting behind their net, regroup here, get numbers going, get some speed moving, and as they begin the break, Yzerman chases, he gets a stick on, enters the zone, and now Apple Valley down in the corner behind the net, working it down low up to the point. Hughes gets a piece of his man. Yulberg puts his guy to the boards, and now cleared out by Krisick, gets it all the way up to the neutral zone. Geiserman chases, deflected off his hand. We have a bouncing puck now. Regroups. Joberg has the puck. He's hopefully going to send it all the way down. Great angle shot all the way down. We have 26 seconds left here in the penalty kill as Apple Valley breaks it out of their zone in the neutral zone. Gains entry. Shot on net. Long shot. Esmond saw it all the way. Covers it up, and we'll get a face-off. 15 seconds left in the power play for Apple Valley. McKinney's going to come out and center Young and Hurst. Hensley's going to be the lone defenseman for these 15 seconds. Young picks it up off the face-off, sends it all the way down, and he's going to go and chase. Oh. Forces the play. Great step there by Jackson Hurst. Young now goes after it. Picks up the puck. Now he's getting back as the Sabres are full strength. Nelson comes back out at the play. Young on the sideboards, bring it back in the zone, chips it out. As Apple Valley is, McKinney wins the battle there. As now Nelson brings it in wide, cuts to the middle. He's got Hurst up in the high slot. Nelson drops it over Anderson. Anderson still has Hurst up on the point open. Looking as he brings it across the middle over to Hensley there. Out front, Nelson just can't get enough on it. Chips wide to the corner. Apple Valley looking to dump it. McKinney intercepts. He fights off one guy. He's got a guy, feeds the slot. No one home there. Now clears the zone. Hurst brings it wide, dumps it in as he gains entry, and we have some new skaters coming out. Looks like Anderson's down in the corner battling, and Apple Valley sends it around. Apple Valley picks it up, misplays the puck, and they try to chip it up. Kept in from the point by Hensley. Hensley's got time, gets his head up, takes a look, deflected. Oh, and now Hurst is back out, sends it across up to the point. Hensley now has it, walks it in, makes a move. Apple Valley player loses a stick. Up to the high slot here at Krissick at the point. Krissick down to the sideboards, over to Hurst. Hurst feeds it in the middle, chipped, and doesn't make it to the net. Hurst now down low. He's battling, and Anderson helps him down low. Or is that Yzerman? Krissick picks it up. He's got Hughes far side. Leaves it, picks it up. They got numbers 4-on-1 right now. Hughes tries to feed it off the fingers. It bounces back. And it looked like it went in. Hughes is saying it went in. He tapped it in for a easy goal, but the ref I believe the whistle blew, or he had it covered. Hard to tell from our angle on the far side, but great opportunity by Shakopee there. Nelson's now out centering McKinney and Anderson. Yulberg and Dornbos out on the points. Apple Valley rings it around. Oh, McKinney misses a body here. Oh, and they send it up. Now we got a break here. Apple Valley comes in off the shoulder of Asmussen, trickles in. A little miscommunication there on the defensive pairing there, as that breakout pass was able to go right up the middle, and their skater was able to cut her defenseman in half and get a little mustard on that puck just to trickle over. So we have a 2-1 game now. Nelson and McKinney with Anderson out. Krissick steps up from the point, dumps it back in, and it looks like it might be cleared out of the zone, or over the glass here, and we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Now we have Nelson with still centering McKinney and Anderson out there. Hensley and Krissick out on the point. Face-off one by Apple Valley. And a whistle's going to be blown as Apple Valley player loses his helmet. Might want to buckle his chin strap a little tighter here. As we have an equipment issue, and he's going to be told to get off the ice here, and Apple Valley's going to send out a new center. Face off again here in the neutral zone. Face off won by Shakopee. D across as Hensley gains his own. He tries to pull up here and hold. Oh, and there's going to be Nelson's going to be called for possibly an elbow or a rough, maybe, or oh, they're going to give him an interference as he put a body on his guy. And the faceoff's going to come all the way down Shakopee zone as we're going to go on the kill again. So they'll have Anderson and Hurst as their killers. Krissick and Hensley will be your defensive pairing. 8:30 left in the second period here as faceoff goes. Shakopee wins here, and Hensley picks the puck up all the way around off the glass. Off Apple Valley's stick here, and Hurst brings it in, muscles through one guy over to Anderson, slides it down, and the goalie able to cover up with his leg pads here. Face off down in Apple Valley zone here. Anderson taking the draw, one back to Hensley. Hensley dumps it in. Behind the net, Apple Valley picks up, and now they start the breakout process here as tries to feed it across ice. Hurst gets a stick on it, but Apple Valley's able to recover. Shot on net, legs pad save here. Hensley ties up as Anderson's down low to help. Hensley behind the net, skates out of there, tries to get it out. Oh, and then we have a chip here, and it's out of the zone. Apple Valley has to regroup now as they enter the zone again. They walk by one guy. Krissick now goes to battle, picks his man up. Hurst now up top. Oh, tries to dance around through the feet. Oh, it's centered off the pad, and luckily ricocheted back out to Shakopee. Otherwise, that would have been a great scoring chance if someone was home for Apple Valley. Shakopee gets a line change for their forwards here as Yzerman and Hughes now steps out on the kill. There's 40 seconds left in the kill. Hughes ties his man up. Not enough, but now Yzerman picks it up. He skates in one-on-one here, dances around, just can't get around. Hughes now picks it up. He's by himself as one guy to beat. Shot on net, rebound, and Apple Valley picks it back up and begins to skate out. Clears the zone into the neutral zone, dropped to the defenseman, and then chipped up just out of Dornbos's reach. Gilbert sends it around the net for Yzerman. Can't chip it enough out of the zone. Shot goes wide. Now Dornbos picks it up and is able to clear the zone. Yzerman's going to give chase as he slows down, and now we're full strength here. Apple Valley dumps it all the way down. Asmus misplays the puck down there behind the net to stop it for his defenseman. Cross ice pass picked off in the neutral zone for McKinney, and Apple Valley sends it back, and it's out of play. Shakopee once again rolling about two lines, one of the smallest benches that I've seen on compared to everyone that we've played so far. Face off one back by Shakopee off the boards for Young. Just takes a bad bounce out of his reach. Now Dornbos picks it up, has some speed, dumps it in deep, and he's going to give chase. Muehlberg and Young stay back at the points. Dornbos down low with McKinney on the sideboard. Cycles it back down. And picked up now by McKinney. McKinney's dancing around one man. Picks it up after a cycle from Nelson. McKinney sends it up the middle. No one home. Dornbos up top. Shot on net. And the goalie covers and will have a face-off. Zoom in more, he says, down there. Puck up the point, tipped wide with Hughes giving chase. Chipped off the glass. Hensley keeps it in. Now out to the point there. Krissick across to Hensley. Hensley down low looking for Yzerman out front, just out of reach again. Krissick keeps it in, and now Hurst has control. He's got two Apple Valley defenders on him. Puck goes back down low. And now Apple Valley starts to make their break. Kept in there by Krissick, but second effort by Apple Valley is able to get it out. Neutral zone, Hughes picks it up. Skates through one, he gets tied up, then taken down. Now Yzerman picks it up. He's looking for someone open, sends it over out front. Great pass and a great shot by Luke Hughes, who buries. Little sauce, backhand sauce from Yzerman, tapped in for that one-timer. Who Hughes makes no mistake to gain that 2-goal lead. Now Shakopee up 3-1 with 4:50 left to play in the second period. Yep, the hardest goal to keep is that 2-goal lead. Great words of Kevin Gord. Face off, taken, misplayed by Shakopee, but it goes back to Apple Valley, who sends it all the way down for an icing. Give me 4 minutes.
Okay.
All right, Shakopee out in the neutral zone dumps it back in as Yzerman chases down. McKinney is able to keep it on sideboards, beats two guys behind the net, escapes. He gets a bodied, but puck comes back out to the point. Krissick gets a shot as he walks around one defender, and it goes wide and all the way out of the zone here. Hensley now regroups to pick it back up. Goes D-to-D to Krissick. Krissick now goes behind the net, and he continues to skate up the zone. He's got speed, and Shakopee's getting called for offsides. Looks like Nelson might have came a little early across that line. Hensley should be lucky there for not getting an interference call behind the net there, of allowing Krissick some time and space to get moving. So face off in the neutral zone here with Yzerman centering Hughes and Young. Face off won by Apple Valley. Off the boards, the neutral zone picked up by Young. Young tries to dance but can't pull it in close enough. And now Apple Valley gains the zone. Dornbos and Uhlberg out on the points here. Pass out front. No one home for Apple Valley. Puck sent up right at the camera. And the master control is not happy about that puck coming close to the equipment. And we'll have a face-off in the zone. Face-off won by Shakopee, rang around all the way. Young picks up. He holds on the sideboards, sends it all the way back around for Uhlberg. Hughes is going to have to go retreat here. Two Shakopee players on their man. Uhlberg goes to take the body. Hughes is getting tied up, and now he's getting pancaked. Yzerman and Young come out of the zone here. Yzerman takes it wide, puts a little soft shot on net, but gets his own rebound, looking up at the point there. Dornbos walks the line, shot down low, but goes wide. Hughes now picks it back up to the point. Uhlberg one-timer, heads out to the corner. Now Yzerman goes to retrieve, and Shakopee's able to keep it back in. Now Young goes to retrieve down the corner. Apple Valley is just trying to throw the puck here. Uhlberg keeps it in. Apple Valley gets a stick on his shot. Now down low, Uhlberg is tied up. Nelson's down there. Still stuff going. Delayed call here going on. Someone's going to get a call. I don't know. Uhlberg is going to get a call. Not sure the rhyme or reason, but 2 minutes for roughing. You know, he hit his guy. The guy was laying down holding his stick. He was kind of waiting up for the guy to get up so he could pick up his stick. Shakopee's going to go on another kill. You know, the big thing this year is that we got to stay out of the penalty box. Now, face-off won by Shakopee. Chrisick picks it up all the way around off the glass, but not enough to get out. Nelson now putting pressure on, and puck gets out of the zone by Chrisick. Apple Valley dumps it cross ice. Shot all the way down, and Nelson will give chase as Apple Valley picks it up to regroup. Apple Valley skates up the middle here, dumps it back down, and no one home there to pick up the drop pass. But now, as Apple Valley skates out here, gains control, gains the zone here. Shakopee defense here, pretty soft of letting them in. Just walked right on in with no pressure. Now behind the zone here, and Hensley takes a shot and hits someone on the bench in the head. And as all the coaches take cover, you know, as a previous coach, you like to see your players step up on that and take one for the team. So we'll have another face-off in the zone here. Face-off tied up on the sideboards and cleared all the way down by Yzerman. Hughes is going to go make his attempt here to pressure on the kill here, who sets up out front. Goes around the net, which he should stay in front, moving for his future. Now Apple Valley brings the zone all the way down, cuts to the middle. Missed pass there, but Apple Valley is able to regain. Bad pass by Apple Valley. Now they have to retreat all the way back out and begin their entry once again. All right, 2-on-2 here on the kill. Apple Valley sets up, looking for up in the high slot here. Walk around one man, and Yzerman's able to pick up a loose puck. He's got Hughes with him, but decides to dump it in with a soft dump here. We got 1 minute left in the second period, and now Hughes gives chase, and Chrisick now angles as forcing his man, or Apple Valley, to dump the puck, and now Hensley picks it up. Sets up behind the net, dances around one guy. He's waiting for some support from his forwards to get open. Apple Valley keeps the zone here, and now we have up on the point. Tip goes wide. You know, our killers have been out here for the whole 2 minutes. They had a chance to get an early shift. Now Yzerman gets a chip here. 3-on-1 opportunity. Yzerman, Hurst, and Hughes cross over. Low shot by Hughes off the toe pad save there by the goalie. Down the corner. Apple Valley rings all the way around up to the point, looking for backdoor. Oh! Great play by Hensley to try to get it up to Hurst. Oh, great save there as the goalie's laying down. Chipped up. We're going to have a delayed call as Hughes gets checked from behind in front. And a face-off.
I think Hughes stood up and took that puck from Chris.
And now we're going to get a change here as Shakopee get a power play with 4 seconds left. I think coaches are debating whether or not they want to pull their goalie this time again, and they're going to. It's going to be a 6-on-4 with the face-off down in Shakopee's offensive zone. They got Hensley and Hughes out on the point with Chrisick on the sideboards. They got Hurst wins the draw. Great little play, but Hensley just fans on it just a little bit as it goes to the sideboards, goes cross ice to Hensley and just can't corral the puck. And that'll be our second period. Shakopee's up 3-1, shots 33-11, and we'll be back after this intermission break.
Welcome back. Quite the crowd we have here today. Welcome back, sports fans.
Welcome back. As the third period is about to begin. Fresh sheet ice and some fresh legs. And Shakopee will start on the power play with pretty much a full power play here with 1:56 left in the power play. Face off won by Shakopee as Hensley goes back to pick up the puck, slides it across to Krisick, who sets it up behind the net. Cross up to Anderson on the sideboards, and he skates all the way in his own. Pass out front to Nelson, can't control, and now Anderson regroups on the side up top with Krisick. They're off the side over to Hensley. They work it up top, down low. Goalie didn't even see that shot come through. Now Nelson picks it up down low. Hensley is with them. Hurst now picks up the puck down low, and just out of as Shakopee over pursues the play there, and Apple Valley is able to escape and get the puck out of the zone here. All the way down, Krisick retreats and picks it back up. Now he begins his descent here with get some speed, crossing the line. He still has control. Shot on net, out of the reach here. We got both points down low as Hensley tries to muscle at home. Can't tap in a bouncing puck, and they'll clear all the way down. Asmus stops the puck, sets it up there for Krisick, who now has some speed going in. Gets around one guy who got a little touch on him, but didn't slow him down that much. Drop pass up top to Anderson. Anderson across to Hensley. Hensley shot down low. Hurst down there battling. Loose puck still behind the net. Goalie with no stick now. Hensley sideboards now over to Nelson, short side. Quick fire off the rebound there by Krisick. Krisick now back up to Hensley. Apple Valley trying to get the stick to the goalie. Hurst down low. Pass out of Hensley's reach. Out and just gets out of the play. Regroups here. As now Hensley gains his own. He's got numbers with him if he gets moving. Sets up looking for someone. Had Krisick there, who gets poke checked, and Hurst is able to pick up and get a shot off. Now Shakopee all the way back around. Krisick down low in the corner. Full strength for Apple Valley. And now Nelson picks it back up. Hensley on the sideboards, battling with Nelson, and is able to dance out of his wake with the puck. Hurst down in the corners, feeds the middle, and no one home. Clears the zone, and Hensley will go back to regroup for the Sabres. We have Nelson still out there with Yzerman and McKinney. Hensley now has a regroup pass, or breakout pass up to Krissick. He's got McKinney on the far side going as he goes down the middle. Yzerman picks it back up, cycles down for McKinney, who's tied up. Now Krissick back. Oh, feeds it up to McKinney. Can't get enough stick on it as he's harassed by a couple Apple Valley players. Puck is not able to clear zone as Krissick puts a shot on net, or a shot towards the net, blocked by Apple Valley. McKinney now goes to retrieve the puck, and puck gets down low again. Yzerman now on the sideboards, battling. Puck chipped up to Krissick at the point, gets out of the zone. Now Uhlberg picks it up, who tries to feed. And now Shakopee is messing with a bouncing puck, and it goes all the way down. Krissick still out there, as he's been out there since the start of the period. Gets some more speed skating it up, and he loses control. Shakopee's lucky there not to have a 2-on-0 breakaway. Uhlberg now going back to get in position. Hughes keeps it in, sends it across to Young. Young looks back, regroups over the shoulder, over to Dornbos, who sends it back up, out of the reach of Hughes. Now Hughes picks it up, leaves it for Young. Young now dumps it in softly, just gets across the line as Apple Valley brings on the pressure. Shot through Dornbos' legs on net, cleared away to the glass, and now Apple Valley sends a cycle. Hurst down behind the net with Dornbos to battle. He's looking to chip it out and get it across the blue line. Now Apple Valley here retreats to try to regain, but Hughes chips it back in and keeps the zone. Apple Valley dumps it back up the zone. Instead of sending it back in there, Hensley should have dumped that in deep, but looking to regroup. Now McKinney picks it up on the sideboard, sidesteps his player, as Shakopee's just kind of dancing around with the puck instead of trying to make going north to south. They're going more east and west. All the way down, Hensley is looking for help, and he fans on the first play, and now Dornbos picks it back up. Tries to dance around when he's got guys open. We got to start moving the puck. We're getting too fancy of trying to skate around players off the glass, and now Shakopee has an opportunity here, 3-on-2 with Anderson with some speed backhand. It's laying there in front, but it's cleared out front as now Apple Valley gains the neutral zone and dumps it in deep. One guy on for Apple Valley as Krissick now picks it back up, shuffles the puck across with one hand. Apple Valley looks to regroup, and just McKinney misses the puck. Great body there by Krissick. You know, that's a big thing our defensemen need to start doing a little bit more, watching the body instead of the puck. So now Apple Valley retreats, looking to break out. Hughes now forces a pass, chipped off, and Hurst has time. He's got bodies in front, tipped by Hughes, but it clears wide. Apple Valley now getting out and cleared the zone. Now regrouped in the neutral zone as Yzerman gets a shot as he skates clear into the zone and puts a shot right into the belly of the goalie here. Right now, shot's 39-12. Obviously, Apple Valley's goaltender keeping him in the game. Face off by Yzerman, ties his centerman up, wins the draw, loses control. Hurst is able to gain control, but just loses it as it goes down the corner. Yzerman now back out to the point. D to D over to Dornbos. Dornbos has time to shot, blocker, save, and great block and scoop by the goaltender as Hurst is on the doorstep waiting for a rebound. Shakopee gonna go for a change here, get some fresh legs out. Now we have Nelson, who's gonna center Anderson and Young. Dornbos and Uhlberg on the points. Faced off by Nelson. Apple Valley wins, sends it all the way around as they begin their breakout. Far side across the boards. Dornbos picks it up. He's able to skate the zone. He's going to cut to the middle using his big body to shield the puck. He's down low at the puck. Has two defenders on him. Now Young picks it up and loses it. And Apple Valley, Young now is going to get a call for slashing or hooking as Apple Valley's defender loses his stick because he can't hold on to it. Shakopee killing for, I believe, the fourth or fifth time this game. Hensley out with Krisick, and our forwards are McKinney and Hurst. McKinney almost gets a chip off that puck to go skate for a breakaway, but Apple Valley's able to keep it in. As Apple Valley works it on the sideboard, Hensley now sends it up the middle here. Hurst now gains his own, but decides to rag the puck back to kill some time off the kill. All right, Hensley now up. And miscommunication between Hensley and McKinney for that breakout pass. And Apple Valley is now struggling here to gain the neutral zone as they now enter the Shakopee zone to set up their power play. Shakopee's been doing a good job so far keeping pressure on as McKinney now forces. And great step up there, but Apple Valley still able to hold. Shot on net. And Aspen's able to gobble that shot up and get a face-off for our Sabres. Face-off down in the Shakopee zone with Yzerman and Hughes. Face-off won by Apple Valley. Block shot by Yzerman and now picked up by Krisick, who brings it around the board. D-to-D pass just out of the reach of Apple Valley, who sends it down low, no one home. And Krisick now picks it back up, who's got two guys on down low. Yzerman picks it up out of his reach to chip it. Krisick kicks it out, attempts to kick it out, chips it off the glass. As Apple Valley goes back to retrieve. So Hughes puts a body on his guy who goes down, but Yzerman's slow to react to get to help out. Krisick dances around one guy as they go D-to-D and break out. Now Apple Valley dumps it in, loses control. Yzerman tries to chip it out, but 36 seconds left in the power. 15 seconds left in the power play here. Is all the way down, and they ring it all the way around. Gilbert keeps it in. Hughes was home, but doesn't make it to the zone here. Yzerman regroups, does not see his man. And that goes all the way down, and that'll be the end of Shakopee's penalty. Cross ice pass here. Yzerman sets it up. Now Krisick feeds it up, dances around two Apple Valley defenders, gains his own, goes all the way around, tries to feed the slot, but no one's there. Young out of the box is now gives chase. Long pass by Apple Valley, goes off of the skate, not able to clear the zone. Apple Valley still looking to gain Shakopee zone. Now they dump it in deep. Gilbert back to retrieve. He's got time and space. Breakout pass is missed as Apple Valley gets a stick on it. Out to point. Block shot by Krisick. Young here chips off, gets a body, but is able to fight through it. We got Yzerman and Hughes on a 2-on-1 here. Dances in. Shot blocked off the blocker with Hughes getting tangled up, and no call. We have a delayed call here, as Hughes is going to draw another penalty. The pros and cons of being the little guy on the team. You get beat up, but you draw a lot of penalties. Shakopee will now go on the power play. 5 minutes left in this third period. 3-1 game. Face-off won by Nelson. Out to Krisick. Krisick on the point. Slides it on net. Chipped by Jackson Hurst, who goes over the net. Nelson picks it up down low. Nelson dancing around looking for an opportunity to see Hensley on the back door or set something up. Drop pass over to Anderson, who fights. Now Nelson picks it back up, who's got the puck. Sends it down low to Hurst. Hurst now looking for a guy. Anderson on the sideboard circles back out, sends it down low to Hurst. Hurst, who now has Shakopee numbers down low. They're behind the net. Walks out front. Shut down by the goaltender. The defenseman gets a stick on it. Now up to the point. Hensley has the zone here. Does a good job being patient. Drop pass to Nelson. Now Krissick up top. Snaps it up front. Blocker save and hits the netting. We'll have a face-off in the zone. We have 4:25 left in the third period. Minute 7 left on the kill, or on the power play. We have Young on wing with Hughes centering with Dornbos on the wing as well. Gilbert, just almost able to keep that in as it just flutters across the blue line. Now we regroup in the neutral zone here as Yzerman has control as he's got time and space to enter the zone. He sets it up as Shakopee gets into their power play positions. Dornbos brings it down low on the sideboards. Has his head up, set up on top. He's asking for it back, walks it in. Dornbos head up, blocked by Apple Valley. Hughes down, tries to feed the high slot there for Yzerman, but Dornbos is able to keep it in. Slides it all the way across over to Gilbert. Yzerman across to Dornbos. Dornbos cycles it down to Hughes. Dornbos now gains up to the top. We got 16 seconds, shot on net, off the glove of the goaltender there. We got Young battling front who's got control but loses it. Gilbert retreats to keep the puck in and sends it back. Yzerman tries to keep it in and chipped out by Apple Valley, who sends it all the way down. We have full strength now, 5-on-5 hockey. Anderson skates it out and begins off the boards. Apple Valley regains control, sends it back up as they look to regroup here. Yzerman and Hughes have been out there a long time. Looks like they need to get a shift now. Apple Valley gains his own. They have speed. Round one brings it around wide, all the way back up to the point again. Loses control, and Hensley does a great job anticipating that play. Cross ice pass over to Anderson. He's got numbers. Just behind Hughes. Hensley circles, runs into Hughes there at the blue line. Slides it over to Anderson. Yzerman down low. Shot on net. Yzerman picks up his own rebound. And now Apple Valley begins to attack. First picks up the puck. And Shakopee misplays the puck. And now Krissick goes in here, cuts to the middle. He's by himself. Has room. Shoots wide. McKinney now first man on the puck here, trying to keep the puck in. He's got 3 defenders around him. Able to keep it. Quick pass up to the slot behind Krissick. Hensley picks it back up and puts it back down low. Shakopee still battling. It goes all the way around the boards here. Krissick looks to keep it into the blue line. Stands his man up at the blue line, and they're able to clear as Hensley now picks it back up. He's got time and space here with some speed. Hensley's got his head up. He dances but loses puck and his footing there. He's thinking he was tripped, but just that tricky blue line will get you every once in a while. Apple Valley chips it up all the way down. And now Shakopee's long pass up to Hurst here on the sideboard. Hurst tries to go around. Unable to go. And I don't know if there's a delayed call going on but Apple Valley had their goalie off the ice. They were pulling them, and there was a little confusion going on, but we just got caught with an offside. 1 minute left, 1:15 left in the game here. Face-off won by Apple Valley. Cross-ice pass. Now 3-on-2 opportunity by Apple Valley. Their goalie leaves the net, and they're going to get their 6th attacker out. 6-on-5 hockey down in Shakopee zone and tipped into Asmus, who covers, and we'll get a face-off. 3-1 game here. Now we need to make sure we maintain control, get the puck out. Face-off taken, shot, blocker save, chipped off to the sideboards. Hughes on App Valley sends it down low. They're looking to send it right around. Wraparound opportunity. Misplayed. No goal. It's loose. Goalie kicks it out between his legs as App Valley is celebrating as they thought it crossed the line. 6-on-5 hockey here still. So Shakopee here still playing back. App Valley gains the zone. Dornbos on. She bodies App Valley. Now Young takes and ties up two guys here. 27 seconds left in the game. Oh, we're going to get a check there and delayed call by Dornbos, it looks like, as Apple Valley goes to retrieve. They're looking to try to get a whistle, but and they'll get it with 15 seconds left. There'll be a 6-on-4 now with 15 seconds remain in the third period. Dornbos is going to get, could be a checking from behind, but only 2 minutes for rough. Nelson's out there with Anderson, and Hensley and Krissick are going to be our defensive pairing. Shot all the way around the boards by Krissick up to the point. Shot on net, tipped wide. Now out to the Apple Valley point. Fans on the opportunity with the pass there, but they regain control. Puck down and Asmus covers, and that'll be the game. Shakopee with a 3-1 victory here with 44 shots to 17. You know, it could have been a lot higher in score, but Apple Valley's goalie played very well today. So, and we'll be back Thursday against whoever shows up.